out from snow and ice. It has been a 65-degree day in Central Florida. The customary sellout crowd that of an 18,000 turning out at the 101st consecutive sellout at the new Amway Center in Orlando. The NBA on TNT is presented by the United States Marine Corps. It's LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and the Miami Heat facing Dwight Howard and his Orlando Magic. Game one of our Thursday night doubleheader. It's a matchup of two of the best teams in the East. Miami at 34-14. They're chasing Boston. Orlando in the mix at 31-18. Hi, everybody. I'm Marv Albert along with Steve Kerr. The czar, Mike Fratello, will be joined in a moment by Craig Sager working the sidelines. Both clubs look to be ready. Let's check out the starting lineups. Miami with 3 straight wins. They've won 4 of their last 5. They have the big 3 intact, along with Mike Miller now coming off the bench. As for the Magic, they have been injury hit. They're struggling. Game Stan Van Gundy said, "We're not ready to contend. We don't defend. We don't defend hard enough and for long enough." And the Grizzlies shot 53% from the field, while Miami this past Monday at home blew out Cleveland by
for him, which is why we've already seen 2 double teams right away.
James. LeBron opens up the scoring.
2 best finishers in the world in the open court.
James over Turkoglu.
Passing lanes to the big fella down low.
James again. So LeBron has opened up with a hot hand. He is 3 of 3 from the field, 8 points. Can they double up on James? Swing it. Wade had it knocked away and recovered. Here is LeBron. Yes. Make it 4 of 4 from the field.
How about the ball movement? You know, Marv, you and I were in New York last week where Miami's offense really came to a grinding halt in that 4th quarter, but you're seeing much better trust and movement out of the Heat so far in the 1st quarter.
There was quite a bit of pounding the basketball. Howard gets inside.
Bolstra has been pounding on all season long. Trust, movement, motion. I think you see the one-on-one move from James, and he's got it rolling now. But when this team
not able to hit, Miami remaining the same following the timeout. Chalmers played by Nelson. James to the fade. Oh, he is on fire. 6 for 6 from surgery, although he's playing for a bruised kneecap. Eddie House has been a factor in the last couple of games. Second-year man, Clark defending on James, who beats him off the dribble and scores again, this time going to the scoop. Make it 7 for 7. He scored the last 16 points for Miami. Miami lead. Jones for 3. Yes.
Uh-oh. Trouble.
Jones last Thursday night starting for the injured.
Free throws helped Turkoglu find his rhythm and helped him make that shot right there.
Very quiet first quarter for Dwayne Wade because it's been all LeBron. And again, as Clark defending or attempting to defend on James. Yes! It has been a remarkable start for LeBron James. 8 for 8 from the field, and Hedo Turkoglu is hurt. Howard now operating against Eric Dampier, who just came on. Here is Howard, backs it home. Beautiful move by Dwight. Memphis, after sitting out the previous game in Cleveland due to a left knee contusion, and did provide a spark in the 4th quarter against the Grizzlies. James for 3. 9, no, they say it's a 2. Had a foot on the line. He's 9 for 9 from the field. Just to get it off out of the count. Jason Richardson with the bank shot from the angle from downtown.
Unbelievable shot.
The rebound is great off the missed free throw to keep it alive, and then to get it out that quickly, and Richardson realizing that there's no time left, I've got to get up, banks it off the glass.
LeBron's 1st quarter.
It was great. He was ready for this game, no doubt about it. Got us off to a great start. We obviously just did not finish that quarter the way we'd like to.
Here's Miller, House, and Wade in a three-guard set along with Bosch and Dampier. Here is House for three.
How good has Eddie House been the last month? And the best part,
third center being used here by Eric Spoelstra, who started with Ugalsis, came on with Anthony, and Howard with the reverse. Dwight Howard has had an outstanding first half. 12-1 by 9, a big game for Dwight Howard, and Dwayne Wade with his first bucket.
way back, obviously Shaq when he was with the Magic took them to the finals. Then you had these Alonzo years with the Heat. Obviously a dry spell for Miami in recent years, whereas Orlando's been good, and now they're both good.
A three from Jason Richardson.
And that's what
Howard. But Bosch should have his way with Turkoglu down on the block today.
Oh, Wade at both ends. The rejection from behind. Oh. Here comes LeBron against the backpedaling Richardson. James gets right to it. Make it 10 out of 10 from the field. Please, but they have embraced it, and particularly LeBron has not allowed the crowd reaction to affect him as he scores again, make it 11 for 11 quarter. Here's House beating Dampier, yes, and the foul. Nice play by Eddie House. Turkoglu called for the foul.
Could use another big man.
Yeah, they'd take any one of those guys.
And here's Howard, it counts, and the foul. Beautiful feed by Redick. Blowout of Cleveland.
That's right.
Howard blocked from behind by James.
And this is why Orlando and Dwight Howard in particular is much better in pick and roll situations, because if you post him up and you ISO him, now you've got the ability to come down and help. And LeBron James.
Class to have as a college professor, where you'd have fun in class and you would actually learn something. He breaks things down. He takes complex ideas and he makes them so simple.
I think it's going to remain with Orlando, but I love Van Gundy. You see, Eric Spoelstra was his assistant when the much heavier Stan Van Gundy was on the sidelines.
Boy, nice job. House for three. Eddie House. Now they say it's a two. He had a foot on the line. Miami up 53-11 from the field. He had 23 in the first quarter. He has 29 overall. Final seconds of the half. Bosch gets it down.
Great,
just did get it off. That'll count.
Great awareness of how much time was left. He knew he just had to get it up on the glass. Fortunately, he banged it right into the square.
We don't need to keep sending them to the line. Those are easy points. So let's make that adjustment. Second thing is, you know how many times they scored in the last 4 seconds of the shot clock? We're defending until 5-6 seconds on the clock, and we stop.
Simply spectacular. One of the greatest first halves I've ever seen. He did just about everything except maybe shoot a three or hit a three, but he got on the offensive boards for this team, followed up with second shot opportunities, hit the mid-range jump shot on a regular basis, chipped in with 4 rebounds as well. 29 points for LeBron James.
And for Orlando, it was really all Dwight Howard. I mean,
said last summer. I said, would you like to take back the words, though, of what you said? He goes, no. If he wants to use that as motivation, that's fine for him. I'm moving on. Mark.
And as you say that, LeBron James knocks down a three.
Was he crossing his fingers as he's taken?
Or was a foul given?
Foul was given, yeah.
Foul was given to stop the action. It's on Chalmers, so that allows the substitution. So Mike Miller is back. Here's Jameer Nelson for three. That ends had that bruised right wrist. Got off the slow start. James knocks down a three. 3 minutes into that first preset.
Are directly connected. When you take a bad shot, you're vulnerable at the other end.
Miller for three.
Well, that guy I know because he played for me. That guy can really shoot threes right there.
Was behind him. Back comes LeBron. James with the bucket. It counts and the foul.
Now this is exactly what Stan Van Gundy talked about before the game when we visited with him. They've got to take care of the ball. At one end, LeBron gets stripped. He got a great opportunity. Redick trailing on the plate. Maybe he gets an open three. Instead, the turnover, the bucket, the foul, and this run that Orlando was up floor. And what a great insurance policy to have.
Nice spin by James and hits over Quentin Richardson. 14-point Heat lead. Orlando holding for a final.
He's really the key guy that they need to, if they're going to compete with the elite in the Eastern Conference.
Jones from the other side. Missed one from the right corner. Hits from the left. That's a two-pointer. Had a foot on the... Arenas defending on Wade. House with lots of room. Yes. A three-pointer for a wide-open Eddie House. As they have pulled away here in the second half. Wade. Yes. In the opening quarter, hit first 11. House with a quick release.
I love Eddie House. He's one of my favorite players in the league. The fact that he didn't play
For 23, it's a 19-4 run with 2:15 remaining in the fourth. And this is a key possession for Orlando. The steal! James had it taken away by Richardson. Here comes Arenas. Rejected by Wade. What a block by Wade. Recovered by Anderson. They try to set up Anderson for a three. Richardson on the drive. Richardson scores! The lead is down to 6. A minute 45 to play.
Bosh and James when they were down 7 and they turned it over.
Shot clock down to 5. James for 3. Yes! LeBron James from downtown. That ends the 21-4 run. Stan Van Gundy calls for time. Miami with a 97-88 lead, 45-point game. He has scored the last 11 points for the Heat. They lead it now 103-97. Jameer Nelson cuts it to 3, and they turn it over off the foot. They have a chance to tie with 7.3 to go in regulation. They have no timeouts left. Orlando will put it in play in their front court.
With no timeouts, Stan Van Gundy's first giving them the play to get it in. Then what do they want to run after they get it in? Unless he's got a baseline three-point play ready, which is a very unusual situation for a team when you have no timeouts left.
I think the officials are going to review the play. And we're going to see J.J. Redick check into the game. Remember, this is part of the new rules now. You can look at the replay as an official in the last 2 minutes and in overtime to double check on an out-of-bounds play. And there's the play from Richardson. I think good call from Derek Collins.
Bounced off the leg of LeBron, I believe, right there.
Yep. So the call's going to stand. And now if you're Miami, do you foul? You know, and I might take a timeout if I'm Eric Spoelstra, although that gives Orlando a chance to set something up. But you better be ready to defend whatever's coming now if you're Miami.
You can't be afraid to take a timeout if you think you need to set your defense.
They have 2 timeouts remaining. The Magic have hit 6 threes in the last 4 minutes of play. Turkoglu will throw in. They reset the clock. 9 seconds to go. Anderson for 3 for the tie. Rebounded by Wade. He is fouled. That shot was right on line, hit the back of the rim.